Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here once again, looking ahead to today's KBO slate here for, is it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday the 10th. Sorry, we're doing this obviously on Saturday. Um, anyway, it's going to be for the 10th, but obviously on the West Coast, it's locks a little bit earlier. It's going to be at 10 o'clock Pacific time, so definitely keep that in mind when you guys are doing your lineups a little bit earlier because it's obviously the weekend. So hopefully you guys had an amazing night last night since we totally did. A lot of us got screwed like crazy. It was just one of the shittiest nights in a long time, even in like all sports that I can remember in a while. It was crazy, man. I mean, I even stayed up for it. If you guys know, anyway, the two KBO games, we kind of knew they were going to get rained out, and about 20-25 minutes before lock, they did get rained out, which was totally fine. We had enough time to get all those guys out of there. There was one more game that looked like maybe a little bit of a delay, but for the most part, I was looking at the radar. It was looking like it was going to be half decent there, and anyway, lineups even came out late too. The official lineups only about 15 minutes before, so that also had me scrambling a little bit, trying to get all the right guys in there because there's a couple guys that were not starting. So it was just bizarre that they came out with 15 minutes before lock. So scrambling quite a bit, and then also. I didn't get to see it because I was trying to, put in lineups and stuff right when lock happened. Apparently, the game that I just told you about that should have played randomly got rained out, which was totally awesome. Literally didn't have any time to react to that, um, unless you were literally right there on Twitter looking at it. And yeah, so I didn't get to react to one game. Kind of pissed that they delayed that game. I mean, postponed it. It's just crazy how you know you you put out lineups 15 minutes before, and then 5 minutes later you just say, I'm not gonna play. It's kind of weird, putting out a lineup. Why even put out a lineup if you're just gonna cancel? I don't know. Anyway, bizarre. Uh, FanDuel for some weird ass reason still cashed, as you see there in double ups, even in tournaments. We had literally had one guy do something, and that was it. Anyway, in my video yesterday, I did tell you I did like Samsung as a GPP stack, and they scored 14 runs. So, there you go. There is that. So yeah, DraftKings literally lost by like 2 points again. Scored like 39 or 40. It was stupid. Just not a good night for that. But yeah, FanDuel won, and I mean our sports betting won again. um, we had three teams, but only one obviously played. But like I said, our subs still did pretty good. As you see, their risk 43 won 78 because of the postponed game. But like I said, we did pick Samsung last night and they did win. So, I mean, like I said, it was kind of a weird night. Our KBO betting picks won again. That is now what 6 out of 7, so definitely not too bad. Would love for you guys to come join us. Doing pretty good. A lot of our subs are winning easy money. Yeah, it's only $30 per month, very simple. Just sign up and we'll hopefully get you some winning ways. So, like I said, we got that going on. We got FanDuel lineups and DraftKings lineup advice for you guys as well. To get in on any of that, check out our Twitter down there below. Just message us. We'll get you all set up. So, anyway, as you see here, this was yesterday. Only 2 games, and then these 3 got canceled. So, some of the starters from yesterday are going to be starting here today. So, yeah, let's kind of get into it. Some of the picks that I'm liking here, I think in GPPs only, Samsung Lions could maybe be half decent again, but since they went off yesterday, I'm kind of skeptical about them. They're taking on this guy right here. He's actually not a bad pitcher, actually getting paid quite a bit of money. He just had a really bad start last time out, and I think he could definitely bounce back in this one. I think little people, some people might be hesitant about it, but he is one of the better strikeout pitchers in the game, so I don't mind him. His whip, for the most part, is really not that bad. Yeah, I don't mind him. Samsung, I was watching them last night because it literally was like the only game on, and they were definitely striking out quite a bit, chasing a whole bunch. So I definitely do expect him to have a bounce back game here against Samsung. Let me see, who else are we looking at? Soppold, I think that's how you say it. He had a really good game first time out. He is taking on Kim Heroes here, which is one of the better teams. They are 4-1. He may struggle a little bit. We'll have to see. I mean, he was pretty spectacular in his first game. I do expect him to have some ownership. We'll see. how the ratings are a little bit later, but a little risky just because he is taking on a pretty good team. On the flip side, we got Jake Brigham here taking on the Eagles. I don't mind him. The only thing I'm concerned about here, he only threw 62 innings in 3.5, 3 1/3 last time out. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits, no earned runs. So I don't know if he was in a jam, but he only threw 62 pitches in 3 innings. So I'm a little confused to why. Like I said, I don't know if he had an injury or, I mean, he's starting, so it's just weird to me. But hopefully, I mean, hopefully he goes a full, 5, 6 innings here. But I mean, if he does, I definitely do like him. I'm not really too scared of the Eagles here. They are 2-3, but Kim Boone is definitely a better team for sure. Who else are we looking at? I don't mind Kelly last year. I think he's going to be starting play for the Twins. 2.55, 14 and 12. So obviously those 12 losses weren't really his fault for the most part. An okay whip at a 114. Not the biggest strikeout guy, but get you about 4 to 5. Definitely don't mind him. The only bad thing about him is he has taken on the Dinos, which is a really, really good team for the most part, as you see there, 4-0. So GPP only with Kelly. I think he might get a little bit of ownership just because he's kind of an American name, so people kind of know who he is. Um, I talked about this guy, I think maybe yesterday, Kim Tan Hoon. Anyway, he is one of my top starters, in my opinion, here for this slate. Uh, he has one of the best strikeout percentages. I think it was like 25% last year. And I was going to pick him last night, but that game got rained out. So he is for sure going to be one of my top picks for today. Dan Straley, you got him going on. Another guy that he could have a pretty good game, but also SK Wyverns, they can hit. They can hit as well. They've been struggling at 1-3, but they definitely can hit a little bit. So we'll have to see in that one. I think the main chalk is going to obviously be Tucson Bears once again taking on KT Wiz, which KT Wiz is only 1-3 in this one. And Kim Min was the guy that was supposed to start yesterday as well, but he didn't, and I had a full 4-man stack on Tucson Bears in cash games, which I think everybody did. So definitely going to be stacking Tucson Bears here once again. So as of now, it's kind of looking like maybe take a little bit of a shot with the Kia Tigers if you want to against the Lions, and then obviously the clear cut is Tucson Bears. And yeah, it's kind of what we got going on. A little bit better pitching matchup here today, so it might be a little bit harder to find some good stacks here so far early on. Let's go look at the model, see what they have going on. They have Kia as the number one stack, which I kind of mentioned. I like them. Then they got SK Wyverns here as the second stack. They got the Giants, which I'm not too high on them, but and then Tucson. So yeah, these three stacks are the ones that I just mentioned, and I think those are going to be the best stacks for sure here tonight. So like I said, if you're doing pitching, my top pitchers is this guy right here, Kim. He's going to be one of my top. Obviously, Lee Young Chan. I don't mind him either, since he definitely could have a half decent one in this one. Overall, really not too bad. Whip's a little high, but like I said, not too shabby here overall. So those are definitely two pitchers that I like. Like I said, you could take a shot with Straley. A little iffy there. Go look at Kim. He had a little high ERA last year. He might be in play just because he has the win upside, but don't quote me on that one. And then, like I said, if you want to go Soppold, you can definitely go on that one. A little risky with taking on Kim Moon Heroes, but I honestly kind of intrigued by Jake Brigman here. I don't know what happened with the 62 pitches last time. This is weird. Like I said, I feel like if he goes a full 5, 6 innings, I think he's actually a good play. Had 188 strikeouts just a couple years ago. So, yeah, like I said, if he's all good to go, then I think he's one of the better plays as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I'm kind of getting a hang of it a little bit more, as you see, as you hopefully saw in the video. So that's what we got going on. So hopefully, there's no rainouts tonight. Looks like the Korean League is really not really patient when it comes to waiting on rain games. So we'll definitely have to keep that in mind. I think 2 or 3 of the games literally had like 30-40% chance of rain, and they called them anyway. So usually in the majors they would probably wait a little bit, but looks like KBO doesn't really wait around. So we will see how it goes. Like I said, hopefully no rain. As of now, there was no rain, but you know how that goes there. So yeah, if you guys want to get in on some KBO sports bet, would love to have you guys on board. Only $30 per month, anywhere from 2 to 3 picks per day. Like I said, we are, I think so, 6 out of 7, I think, uh, in our last 3 or 4 days. Definitely doing pretty good. And also, like I said, would love to have you guys on board for FanDuel. Is like I said, it did cash last night. Didn't look pretty, but it did cash, and then DraftKings came up just a little short. But we did have the Samsung stack, and they went off. But obviously, our other stack, Doosan, didn't play. So yeah, unfortunately. But that is it. Like I said, if you want to get in, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Message us. Would love to have you guys come join us. So, like I said, it is an early start, 10 p.m. Pacific time here tonight. So it's usually 1 or 2 o'clock my time. So keep that in mind. A lot earlier than normal. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Like I said, stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow.